Hey folks, Coach Patrick here from Endurance Nation. Finally enjoying some downtime from all of that traveling on the road. Awesome, of course, to connect with all of you, the team, but happy to be back in a world where all you know of me is my head and my torso, and God only knows what the lower half of me is doing. More questions, and a little overwhelmed right now with launching 4.0 and managing all the new trials. So I'm just going to talk. And one of the new members in the house had just asked a question around my fall marathon recommendation for people. So let me get down to it and sort of talk a little bit about it. What I see is a lot of people will sign up for a fall marathon after an Ironman year because they identify running as a problem in their Ironman performance, and therefore they see the opportunity to run more as a means of improving how they run the next time around. And I'm here to tell you that if you run poorly in an Ironman in 2009, and then you do a fall marathon in 2009, and then you go back and do the same training and the same execution and everything in 2010, your marathon will not necessarily be faster. You may be faster because you have more running under your belt, but marathon training does not necessarily make you a faster runner. The only time that I would say marathon training does help is if you're new to the sport, you don't have a lot of time spent running, and a lot of your running will be just putting miles on your legs and building your fitness up to a point where you can sustain that effort over the course of an Ironman day. But for most of us, the number one goal that we should have is our ability to execute. Anybody can execute, whether you're racing a 16-hour Ironman or a 9-hour Ironman. And if you have a run problem in your race day, it's because you executed poorly on the bike, most likely. And has very little to do with what your run fitness is. Most of us never even come close to our running potential on race day. Those fast dudes that you see winning the races or ripping it up in Kona, those guys are faster for sure. Those girls are awesome. But at the same time, they're very good at racing close at, or maybe even slightly above, in some cases, their potential on race day. The majority of us in the age group ranks don't even come close. I'll put myself right up there with that as well. So, when you look at a fall marathon, if it's something that's just cool for you to do, then by all means go do a fall marathon. If you haven't raced this year, an event like an Ironman that involves lots of long run training, then do a marathon. I'm doing one this fall. I haven't raced this year. It's my opportunity to finally take a crack at that sub 3 hour nut that's been sitting on my desk for years that I haven't been able to do because I've been doing all this Ironman training. But if you are entering your fall saying to yourself, somewhere in your head, this is going to make me faster next year, you need to stop, because it's not going to make you faster. Things that will make you faster for the next go around are learning to execute better, becoming stronger on the bike. If we can get you faster and stronger on the bike, then by virtue of that, you can race easier on the bike and be able to run closer to your potential on race day. We can improve your pace at threshold on the run. A lot of that stuff is accomplished by working hard in the out season, which we have with our 5-month out-season plans designed to just throw some killer gains at you. So if you've got something on your calendar that you want to train for and do, fine. In general, I tell people, train for the marathon, knock yourself out, but only race the half. Because actually racing a marathon is what really puts you into jeopardy. It's not the 2-hour runs, it's not the 16-milers. It's just anything north of 16 miles that hurts. And it's north of 16 while running really hard, that really sets you back. You can go out and run 40 miles tomorrow. You'll be tired for a couple of days and you'll be sore, but you're not going to be as beat up as you attempting to train for and then really race a marathon. At the end of the day, it puts too big of a footprint in your year and is not going to help you the way that the other work I've outlined can for your marathon. So hopefully that helps. Hopefully kind of puts it into perspective. I'm not saying never, never, never. Well, okay, I did say that, but it's because most of you, if I give you even like a little tiny bit, you're going to go out and sign up for 3 marathons. Don't do it. Really be honest with yourself. Identify what the limiters are. You know what they are, and focus on the work that's really going to make a difference on your year next year if you're that serious about Kona. Because I don't see all these elite Ironman athletes going out and running extra marathons during the year to get better at becoming an Ironman athlete. Far from it. Think about it. All right, folks. That's it. Coach Patrick signing off. Hope to be back soon with some more cool stuff. Until then, be safe out there. Have fun. Go fast.